Welcome to Zimbrick Honda. I know what you're saying to yourself. You're saying, self, I'm looking for another car. I've got great credit. I just don't have a lot of money. What could I possibly do? Well, you could do something I did 3 months ago, and it's something I'd never considered doing before I started here 7 years ago, and that's leasing instead of buying a car. What are some of the advantages of leasing? I'm glad you asked that. There's a few of them. First, lower down payment or no down payment. Lower monthly payment. For a 3-year, 36,000 mile lease, you're under warranty the entire time. Anything that breaks, we'll fix it for free. Shouldn't. And you've got all sorts of choices at the end of a lease. You're intrigued now. Steve, what kind of choices do I have at the end of the lease? 4 choices at the end of the lease. First, you could buy it. We'll tell you at the beginning of the lease what you could buy it for at the end of the lease. You're buying it from Honda, they fix the price. Secondly, you could walk away from it and do something else. So at the end of 3 years, you have all sorts of choices. New models might be available that intrigue you. You might need a bigger car. You might need a smaller car. In 3 years, you've got that choice to make. You could trade it in. If it trades in for more than Honda said you could buy it for, you keep that extra money, we take the car. If it trades in for less than Honda said you could buy it for, you don't trade it in. You walk away from it. Honda guarantees what the thing is worth. You could extend your lease for up to another year, month by month, the 4th year. So let's say you said at the end of your 3-year lease, 5 months from now is the perfect time for me to get out of this lease. You go 5 more months at the same rate, you walk away from it. So all sorts of good choices there. What are some advantages of the Honda lease? Why does Honda lease more than Toyota, GM, Ford, more than anybody? First, they hold their value very well. And the interest rate is pretty low because they hold their value pretty well. So Honda leases more than those companies. I'd say 20 to 40% of my business every month is doing a lease, something I'd never considered before I started here. And you have a couple of other advantages. First, Honda will forgive 3 problems of up to $500 each at the end of the lease. You won't get nickel and dime to death because you got dings and dents that we all have at the end of a lease. You get automatic gap insurance on a Honda lease. You're driving down the road 6 months from now, some bozo runs a stoplight, smashes into your car. You come back to Honda and you pick up your next car because with your regular insurance and Honda's gap insurance, you're fully covered. You don't have anything to worry about. And then you have all those choices at the end of the lease. Just 3 months ago, I leased my first Honda. I'm under warranty. 3 years from now, I'm going to have some great choices. I have really low payments. How low are the payments? I'm glad you said that. Every month the payments are going to, or the lease deals will change from Honda as the lease rates come out. And sometimes one particular Honda will be a super deal. Another month another Honda might be a super deal. Right now in November of 2012, the Civic LX sedan, super deal. There's nobody in 3 states doing this deal right now except for Zimbrick Honda, and that's one of the reasons we're the largest Honda dealer, not only in the state of Wisconsin, but out of 102 Honda dealers in our zone, which includes all of Chicago and all of the Twin Cities, we're number 1 or 2 every month. So one of the reasons is this lease. You give me $28 in November with your great credit, and for $169 a month, you're driving a brand new Civic for 3 years with all those great choices at the end. So Zimbrick Honda, leasing instead of purchasing. If you've never thought about it, great way to own a Honda.